Hello, and welcome to another episode of Unhindered Faith. Let's get real for a second. You've probably asked this question before, maybe late at night, or maybe after something painful, or maybe even when you're just tired of pretending you have it all figured out. And here it is. Is God actually real? Is God actually real? Or did we just make him up to feel better about life? And if you've ever asked that, you're not alone. Even people who believe in God wrestle with doubt. But maybe doubt isn't the enemy of faith. Maybe it's the doorway to discovering truth. So today I want to talk about faith, not as blind belief, but as reasoned trust. So let's explore three powerful reasons why people throughout history and even today believe that God is real, and how can you start finding your own evidence for him? So we got to start with the evidence around us. When you look at the universe, the complexity is undeniable. The earth orbits the sun at just the right distance for life to exist. Your body heals itself. Your heart beats without you asking it to. You see, Romans 1:20 says, "For since the creation of the world, God's invisible qualities, his eternal power and divine nature, have been clearly seen, being understood from what has been made." You see, creation itself is evidence. Everything designed points to a designer. You see, if there's art, there's an artist. And if there's order, there's intention. Belief in God isn't about turning off your brain. It's about opening your eyes. Another way is the longing within us. Even people who claim not to believe God still have this deep inner pull toward meaning, justice, love, and eternity. C.S. Lewis once said, if I find myself a desire which no experience in this world can satisfy, the most probable explanation is that I was made for another world. That ache inside of you, that longing for something more, isn't proof that God doesn't exist. It's evidence that he does. Every hunger points to something real. For example, thirst proves water exists. Hunger proves food exists. And the longing for meaning points to something or someone beyond ourselves. Another point of evidence is the evidence within history. History tells the story of a man named Jesus who changed everything. His life, his death, and his resurrection are among the most documented evidence of ancient times. Even historians who don't claim Christianity acknowledge that Jesus lived and that his followers were willing to die claiming they saw him alive again. And here's the question you have to wrestle with. If God isn't real, how do you explain the billions of people across thousands of years whose lives have been radically changed by him, including mine? I get it. Believing in God can feel risky. You can't see him, you can't always prove him, and sometimes life feels unfair. But I've also seen so much to doubt his presence. I've watched people healed from addictions, families that have been restored, hearts transformed. I've experienced moments of peace that made no sense apart from him. Belief doesn't mean you never have questions. It means you bring your questions to God and let him meet you in them. So maybe you're watching this and you're not sure what you believe yet. And from a pastor, I'm letting you know that's okay. But here's my challenge. Don't stop asking. I think real faith are the ones that ask the tough questions and don't stop searching. Real faith desires us to search for answers and search beyond ourselves and be honest enough to say, God, if you're real, show me. And if you mean that, he will. Because faith isn't pretending, it's the courage to look deeper. Now, if this message has stirred something in you, take the next step. Talk to God honestly. Reach out to someone who can walk this journey with you. In fact, you could comment and say, hey, that's me. I am wrestling if God exists or not. I would love to have conversation with you and pray with you and walk this faith journey together. That's what Unhindered Faith is all about. And honestly, that's what, for me as a pastor, it's what I tell my church all the time. We're on a faith journey, and we just walk this faith journey together. And I'm on one as well. So if this has encouraged you, I just ask you just to like it, subscribe, leave a comment, and maybe you know somebody that could use this encouragement today as well. Share that with a friend. Hey, I love you. And this whole Unhindered Faith is all about discovering a faith and understanding that we can live life with unhindered faith because we serve a God, and there is a God that exists that is not hindered by the circumstances that we walk in this world. And that is Unhindered Faith.